Good afternoon, everyone. Sharice Jervis Hill here, president and founder of Events to Remember and PR to Remember, with one of my favorite things to do in the afternoon, our podcast series, Coffee with Cher, where we celebrate the entrepreneurs in our lives and our communities across our country. So we are coming today from my hometown. Actually, I don't even like really tell people this because I was in New York since I was 2 years old, so I feel like I'm a New Yorker, but I was really born in New Jersey. So I really am a Jersey girl, and we have somebody here from Jersey. Kate Assaraf, she is the founder and CEO of Dip Sustainable Hair Care. Hey, Kate, how are you? Welcome to Coffee with Cher.
Hey, thanks for having me. Thanks for also embracing your piece of New Jersey for my sake.
Oh, this is one time we were doing a family road trip and you know how Jersey has like on the turnpike all of the little gas station where you stop and you
Yeah.
grab Starbucks and all of that. And we stopped and one of the little shops had t-shirts and there was my daughters got me when I went to the bathroom a t-shirt that said Jersey Girl. So when I came out the bathroom, they're like, you're a Jersey girl. You say you're New York. You are a Jersey girl. So I do. I wear that every now and I'm like, I am a Jersey girl. I have to admit it. So, so I am embracing it as I get older. But thank you for being here, Kate. Cheers to you.
Cheers. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Thanks for being here.
Awesome.
All right, so let's go. So tell us about Dip Sustainable Hair Care. Tell us about your company and tell us a little bit about you and kind of how you got started. Share with our
Sure.
with share listeners.
Yeah, so my name is Kate Assaraf. I own Dip, and it's very much just very serious hair care for not so serious people. I
Mm,
kind of noticed that in sustainability, the marketing and the products are made for a certain avatar that I am not. People that kind of, I don't mean this in a mean way, but people that are very like, you know very very into the green movement, but also like finger waggling at others that don't participate in, you know all the way. And I think
yeah.
for most people, myself included, it's not enough that something is plastic free. It has to be really good. It has
Hmm.
to be good. Otherwise, like, you're not really changing someone from, being non-sustainable using bottled hair care to something that is plastic free. So I obsessed over the performance. I found that before I created Dip,
Hmm.
I tried to go move plastic free for around 10 years. I was trying different hair care bars.
Hmm.
And, it ended up actually creating more waste
Hmm.
than was intended because I just had a cemetery in my shower of half-used bars just looking at me while I would go and grab like
My
I
goodness.
love like the feeling of Oribe or Pureology or Kerastase, like these
Mhm.
really pricey luxury brands. And I
Yeah.
was like, I've been in the beauty industry for 20 years. I can I can solve this. Like, my frustration kind of peaked when I bought another bar that promised to be really good. And I was like, I'm done. I'm gonna do it myself. And so Dip was really born out of that frustration with sustainability, that it's not sustainability, like, seemed to have forgotten about the customer, the end user.
Hmm.
And that's how it was born. Like, I obsessed over making it practical for like a full family. Like, if you have a family with, say a mom with type 4 hair, a dad with like, really thin type 1 hair, and then you have 10 kids, they're all going to have different
Different hair types. What about
different
black hair? Do you have
yeah,
anything? Yeah.
it works for black hair. A lot of that has to do with the fact that I'm 42. My best friend since I was 11, she's mixed, so she
Mhm.
has some spots that are kinky coily, some parts that are type 3 curls.
Mm.
Like, and so we had never been able to share hair care before.
Mhm.
And I thought, just for practicality, you can't have a shower with a family full of different bars for different
Bars.
hair types.
Yeah, you've
And
been
have
down that
one.
road before. You know about that
Oh my
shower
God.
filled with.
Yeah. And so that was a problem I tried to solve. Like, can we please make it so that a family doesn't have to buy five different sets, and then once the people are in the shower, they have to kind of discern which one is theirs from everyone
Yeah.
else's. So one set of bars for all hair types. You have the freedom to choose your scent, and
Huh.
it can make that promise that it works for black hair because it's sold in curl specific black owned salons. And
Awesome.
that is, you can say you're an inclusive brand, but until the market proves it's inclusive,
Yeah.
it's just something people say.
Oh, I love that. So, Kate, how did you get started? What's your journey?
Whew. So I have been in the beauty industry for a long time, and
Hmm.
I have done every piece of it from product development to marketing to being like on site on TV shoots behind the scenes, like making sure that the before and afters were perfect on models. Like I've done, the strategy, the all of every piece of it. And
Hmm.
you know, what's crazy is I've done all of those things for very unsustainable brands. Brands
Hmm.
that sold in Walmart, Target, plastic bottles being produced, 500,000, a million at a time.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I recognize that there's a problem with the industry, not just with the plastic piece of it, but also with the messaging. And, there was one job that I had where I would be on air drawing, like behind the scenes. I would, for an on-air model, drawing. This is under my boss's direction, drawing wrinkles on people's faces, and then they would go on camera, and then they would wipe them clean and show this magic solution for them. I mean, like the early 2000s it was a wild west of marketing, and that's what it was.
But I feel like it's still like that, but it's just
It's
different now with like the airbrushing and all of that kind of stuff. So
yeah,
I'm so glad that you said that because it's one of those things I feel like young people need to hear. Like really, like what you see is not what you see, you know?
yeah,
We
yeah.
have flaws. We all, I was, I'm 50 plus, right? What the heck was that? Sorry, guys. I'm 50 plus and it's, I see little things, above my eye and, it is what it is. It's a part of our journey. So, yeah.
It's
So I'm so glad that you said that.
It's wild. It's wild because there's so much inauthenticity in marketing. And so with Dip, I thought, what if I turned everything I ever learned about deceptive marketing on its head and just I only use paying customers on our feed. So there's never anyone that's just been, I wouldn't say never, but it's so rare that
Mhm.
someone has ever been gifted product with Dip that wasn't already a customer. And then, so everyone on the feed has paid for the bars, which is very, shouldn't sound special, but it is very
Very,
special.
I'm sure in the beauty industry too,
Oh
for
my
sure.
gosh.
I'm
Yeah, yeah.
sure, I'm
It's
sure in your industry.
It's
Yeah.
wild. You see brands left and right just dishing products out, and you'll see like they've started to change the rules, incentivize reviews. You'll see gifted product for review. And so, as consumers, they really need to look at these little tiny marks on a review or to find out, like, oh, this product was given to like 1,000 people, and they were expected to write good reviews.
Mm,
And
yeah.
that's kind of the trade-off. So with us, whether someone says something good or something really bad about dip, it's real, you know.
It, and it has to be hard too because you're up against some of the big brands, the big
Yeah.
box brands. So that has to be and the fact that you're standing out in this space definitely speaks to your products. I mean, your hair looks amazing. I'm looking at, we're on a Zoom screen, which always doesn't make us look our best, but it's like I see the shine through the screen. So you're looking good, girl. All
Thanks. That's a nice compliment because I could have the worst, face of makeup. I could have clown makeup on. If my hair looks good, I can still walk in with confidence.
about the hair. All right. So next question. Tell us a little bit about what sets you apart. Well, I feel like you touched on this a little bit, but what really sets you apart from others in the industry?
Well, one thing that's really fun is my conditioner bar can replace for most people a full year's worth of conditioner. And
Oh
so,
my God.
my best friend with curly hair or myself, like she used to have to use huge globs of conditioner to not only condition, but then style her hair. And
Hmm.
the bar can replace, it doesn't always replace curl cream, but it can replace as a leave-in curl cream. So that's not only your conditioner gone, but that's also your other bottled products can be, replaced by this one bar. And for me, I used to spend, $50 to $70 a month on my like super luxe conditioner because I think it's the workhorse of the shower. Like if you can have any shampoo, but your conditioner is like the big thing. So whether you care about the environment or not, you care about your wallet, dip is a good move for you. Um,
Wow.
and then the shampoo is so gentle that it can be used every day. So if you are like a runner, or if you work in like the food industry, like if you're working in a restaurant, or
Hmm.
if you're a nurse, like, and you need to shower every day, it doesn't strip your hair. So that was the kind of the problem I wanted to solve with the shampoo. It's making sure that it was gentle enough that someone who's like living a real life, like
Yeah.
can shower every day and doesn't have to worry about those in between days.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you.
So anything new for you or in dip? Anything exciting coming up?
Yeah, it's just happening this week. I grew up listening to this band Guster. Uh,
Hmm.
they were big in New Jersey in the college scene, and they're big kind of nationally. They're still touring. They're still,
Okay.
selling out in different arenas. And what is so cool is that I met Adam Gardner from Guster, and what he has a nonprofit called Reverb that
Mhm.
gets people to refill their water bottles at concerts and create less waste in concerts. So he works with like Billie Eilish, Dave Matthews Band, like all different audiences and all different big headlining names in music to
Hmm.
make concerts more sustainable. And what Dip is doing, and it's launching now, is we're doing a collaboration bar with Guster, and that benefits Reverb. And the whole kind of magic of it is at Dip, we try and get people into their local refill stores and
Hmm.
get people, you can refill in lots of different stores like soap, detergent, you can refill spices or like lentils, whatever. I mean, there's so many different things you can refill and you don't need the plastic packaging anymore. And
Yeah.
what's really cool is that we're trying to I'm working with Adam of Guster to bring refilling beyond the concert. Like go into the store in your town that offers refills and get excited about just reducing your waste. And it's so exciting for me because what I'm trying to do is bigger than shampoo.
Hmm.
It's bigger. Like there's a big world out there. And if I can inspire people to find their refill stores and find maybe like five things in their home to refill, that's a huge win.
I love that, and we need it, right? Our
Yeah,
planet definitely needs it. And it's great that, you're solving obviously a hair problem, but at the same time, the sustainability piece is really great. So congratulations to
thank
you
you.
for realizing that it's a problem and finding a solution. Um, so speaking of solutions, my favorite question, as everybody knows that listens to Coffee with Cher. And if you're listening, we started a new YouTube, so make sure that you guys subscribe, Coffee with Cher. Um, we're really into supporting entrepreneurs and highlighting entrepreneurs and really just the nuggets that we get from this piece, this question is golden. So, Kate, what advice would you give to a new entrepreneur, someone who's just starting out, or maybe it's someone who's been in business for a while and they're kind of hitting a rough patch? What advice would you share?
Okay, so my advice would be to listen to advice wisely.
Mm,
Sometimes you're on your own mission and your own path, and advice can like clutter what you're trying to do.
mhm,
There are many times where I've been given advice, like the most classic one is like people telling me I need to put my products on Amazon because it'll 10x my sales. And I know that that advice, even though that carrot being dangled of success by being on Amazon comes with a lot of baggage. Like that carrot is being dangled from an anchor. You know what I mean? And so when you're looking for like advice and all of these things, like remember the path that you're on and why you're on it, because
mm,
it's so easy to get seduced by advice that sounds great but comes with like byproducts that you didn't anticipate, and the person giving you the advice doesn't anticipate because they don't know. Do
yeah.
you know?
Yeah, no, for sure. I remember someone said to me, they were like, "Oh, you have the events you know, and then you add a PR and you need to add like a venue. You need like a venue where you can host events." And I'm like, "Yeah, no, I don't." No.
Right. Yeah,
It's
don't spend
nice.
my money for me. You don't know.
No, I don't need a venue. I see the hard
No.
work that it takes, the chef in the kitchen and the
Yes.
wait staff and taking orders and the cleaning up at the end. I'm like, no, I'm good. So
Yeah.
I love,
And the one other thing I would add to that is it's like perfect addition to what you just said is like any advice someone else gives you, you've probably already thought that one thing they've given you like through and through, inside and out, stretched it, like
yeah,
thought. So any advice someone gives you will come from a very surface level. And you're in the guts of your business, and no one will know
yeah,
really what will work beyond you.
yeah, for sure. Thank you. That is such good advice. All right. So, Kate, where can everyone find you?
So if you're looking for me, you can find me on LinkedIn under Kate Assaraf. But if you're looking for Dip, you can go to dipalready.com. And
Mhm.
also our Instagram and TikTok is at dipalready, DIPALREADY. And if you really want to try Dip, I suggest that you go to our store locator on our website and find your local store or salon that has it. So you don't even have to trust me. You can go trust the person that's vetted it in your town and make sure that it's a good fit for you. Um,
Awesome. Love that. Love that. All right, guys. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you for listening to Coffee with Cher. Remember, subscribe to our YouTube channel as well as Spotify, Apple Music, wherever your podcast or wherever you're listening to your podcast. Make sure that you subscribe to Coffee with Cher. And thank you, Kate, for being here with us. Thank you for sharing all of those great nuggets and much success to you, my Jersey girlfriend.
Likewise, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you sharing your pod with me.
Awesome. Thank you.